First, the opponent is not here. Congratulations to Trnavou. From my past, I know it's a tradition club. My club Ajax played against Trnavou in 1969, so it's a special name for me. It is a big disappointment for us, the way how we lose. First minute we concede already, personal mistake, and unfortunately one of our biggest talents, which I still support, Kasana, was unlucky by the 2-0. At that moment we walk after the facts, but we could consolidate our playing style. At the moment we have no striker. At the moment we have no wingers who normally in the trenching style beat their men, like for example our old players Asango and Gong, who have a trenching past. That kind of class at the moment we don't have. We try to develop them, as you know. Now Dennis, his opponent received a yellow card the first half. Unfortunately, he couldn't consolidate his threat, otherwise it would be interesting. So Dennis went off half-time for Dylan. Pepe went off for Franco. And at the moment that Bessie could score the header 2-1, we were back in the game. So in the energy, we were okay. But unfortunately, the 3-0 was the breaking point. Personal mistake of the keeper. Now, in that moment, you're afraid for the worst, to concede 5, 6 or 7 goals. My team had enough character to avoid that. And the 4-0, unfortunately, we couldn't avoid. And it's everything is against. The suspension of Sunny, what was his own mistake. The broken finger of Katic. And at this moment, I must keep the rest to support the players in bad times to come out of this.
Takže gratulujeme k súperovi. Trnava je tradičný klub, pamätám si ju, môj obľúbený klub Ajax proti nej hral v 1969 roku. Bohužiaľ do zápasu sme vstúpili veľmi zle, už v prvej minúte sme dostali gól a o chvíľu na to chyboval jeden z našich najväčších talentov Kasana a prehrávali sme 2-0. Nevedeli sme sa dostať do hry, chýbali nám hráči, krídelníci ako Trnava, ako Azango a Gong, hráči s trenčianskou minulosťou. Adankovič sa snažil, ale dostal žltú kartu, tak musel byť vystriedaný a teda zareagovali sme aj cez polčas ďalšími striedaniami. V druhom polčase sme mali veľkú šancu dať na 2-1. Náš kapitán Vesile mal hlavičkovú šancu, ale nepodarilo sa mu ju premeniť a dostali sme tretí gól, ktorý už bol zlomový. Už to vyzeralo, že dostaneme 5-6-0, ale chvála Bohu, aspoň tomto sme ukázali charakter. Chýbajú nám hráči, chýba nám Sani Sulejman, ktorý sa v minulom zápase svojou chybou vykartoval a takisto aj Katič, ktorý má zlomený prst, ale musíme pracovať s tým, čo máme a dostať sa z toho sami.
Ďakujem a teraz priestor pre vaše otázky a pokiaľ možno poprosím vám ešte nech sa pýtať, čo sme museli prekladiť.
Good evening, Coach. It's very easy to talk about negative after this kind of performance, but let's talk about the positives. The team stayed in the game throughout 90 minutes, let's say. The first minutes of the game were really bad, but after that, there were 3 good chances at the end of the first half. So maybe a little positivity after this game because of that, because the team rallied and fought during the whole game.
They fight. I think ball possession-wise, what they always ask, it was 50-50. But unfortunately, in football, what Trenčín did in the past, the difference was up front. And you have no players like Asanga and Gong, they are more concrete. And unfortunately, the Slovakian league is too strong. There were also games from us that we had not that quick goal against, Rosenborg for example. And out of 2 set pieces, you lose the game. So we must make a step to be not too romantic and win the sympathy prize. I know your question and I appreciate it. But unfortunately, the Slovakian league is too strong. If you're not concrete up front, savers up front, savers in the back, you will be punished off. We have a young team. Kasana is 17 years. We try to integrate young Slovakian talents like Fiala, like Brandes, like Pavek, and like Hajovski. That's a plus in the philosophy. And for the future of the club, I hope that kind of players can be mental harder for that kind of games. Because this was a top game. Big respect for Spartak Trnava. A big transition. Also from her youth. And I think for the Slovakian football it was an open game. It was not we parked the bus. And in that way it was positive.
Áno, bojovali sme, mali sme, držanie lopty bolo vyrovnané podľa štatistík, ale v ofenzíve to nebolo ono. Slovenská liga je ťažká, pokiaľ nepremeníme svoje šance, tak super nás vytrestá, ako sme mohli vidieť aj v zápase proti Ružomberku. Super, mal dve štandardné situácie, dal nám 2 góly, takže tom sa musíme zlepšiť. Proste v tejto lige, pokiaľ nepremeníte ponúknuté šance v ofenzíve, tak vás to vytrestá. Musíme sa zlepšiť, snažíme sa integrovať našich mladých hráčov, akože, čo sa týka do budúcnosti. Máme tam veľmi, veľmi pekné mená, Brandis, Fiala, ale
Pávek, Ajovský.
Pávek, ale takže budúcnosť máme dobrú.
Ďalšie otázky?
Okay. Ďakujem. Thank you. Oh.
Hello, good evening, coach. Miro Binčík, Šporec SK. Your last results are not good. What is the big problem of your team? Because you don't have good offensive stats, but also you are bad also defensively. So what is the key? What is the main problem?
The last thing what you say, when you don't score, you must not concede.
Do you feel like higher pressure on your position after today's match?
What do you mean?
Like
That they sack me. Be on concrete.
Yeah.
That the club sacked me after this game. Is that your question?
Yes.
Did you hear that?
No.
No, then it's nothing.
Okay.
So you must not make insinuations. We are busy with the project,
Thank you.
and I prefer then the question of your colleagues. I don't like this kind of question because we are middle in the project. We know where we choose for. It's a year where we have to come back to the identity from the past, and without game changers in the back and up front, it's very difficult. If you see it positive for the Slovakian football, you see what your colleagues see. We play a brave style. We don't park a bus. We try to create 50% Slovakian homegrown top players. What's a challenge also for Slovakia, and the transfers what came, and you see today also they didn't succeed, must be an exception.
Thank you.
Please.
Nejaké otázky?
Yeah.
Ja budem hovoriť po slovensky, aj keď rozumiem polovicu z toho, ale nebudem sa pýtať, len poďakujem pánovi trénerovi, že pripomenul mojej generácii a Trnava z toho žije. Ten slávny zápas s Ajaxom, ja som tu osobne bol, ale v tom ročníku, alebo predchádzajúcom, Trnava hrala o titul majstra Československa práve s Trenčínom. Samozrejme doba sa pohla, nie už iná doba, a želal by som jemu aj jeho týmu, aby sa niekedy bili o slovenský titul Trnava a Trenčín.
He just want to say to that he appreciated that you mentioned the match against Trnava, because it was a really memorable match, and he also was on this match. And also at the time, Spartak and Trenčín fought for the title, and we wish you all the best. So Trenčín one day also will fight for the title with Trnava, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, we are football romantic. We are a little bit older. Thank you so much.